So it's mid-September 2023, 7 a.m. We are in Copper Harbor, Michigan, which is right at the very tip of the Michigan's Upper Peninsula. We are in Minnetonka, Minnetonka Resorts. Spent the night in this little cabin here. These are all these little cabins. And if you look over there, you'll see the stoplight they got here in Copper Harbor. About a block past that is the ferry we're going to get on. It's going to take us out to Isle Royale. This is the Isle Royale Queen 4. It's the ferry that's going to take us across the lake. You can see they're taking everybody's bags and putting them up top. Apparently they're going to put a tarp over it, which will be good because there's a big storm out on the lake between us and Isle Royale. Small craft advisory out, so we're expecting kind of a rough ride, but we'll see. Hopefully the rain is only going to happen. We're going to pass through it, and on the other side it might be a little drizzle, but it should be a rain-free weekend beyond that. Let's stop for lunch, Misty.
Let's do it.
Nice flat rock. The rain has let up. There was a little bit of a cluster back on the ferry dock to get registered and signed up and everything, and it rained. We stood out there in the rain while they gave us a lecture about what to do and not do. But it's let up. We're out here on the trail. We're going to stop and eat lunch on this nice flat dry rock. Here's my lunch. I'm going to put those packets in there. Country bar, dessert. He's got some marinara sauce and some wraps. Some cheese and meat in there. We kind of lost the trail out here. Just a lot of rocks, beautiful view. So we're just going to follow these puddles. And we think this is the other shuttle, the one that circles the island, the Voyager. Here comes Misty. Heart-shaped patch of mosses on this rock. So we've made it to 3 Mile Campground, which is a variety of tent sites, and then there are these cabins, these little, not cabins, little shelters with a screen front. And everything appears to be first come, first serve. So we found a tent site, all of the shelters are full. We weren't planning to stay in a shelter anyway, we have our tent, so that's good. We're right by the water. You can see it's kind of misting out there. So far, I mean, it's been really beautiful scenery. Um, yeah, landscape's really pretty, but I would say this trail is hard. Not hard in the sense that you're walking up big mountains or, steep inclines. There's almost no elevation gain or loss, really. It's almost flat. It's just that there's so many of these sections where every footstep is treacherous. There's a lot of sections where there's just bunches of rocks you have to kind of weave your way through and in and out and try not to trip on anything. And then more of a problem for us has been these big stretches of just big flat pieces of slabs of rock that are covered in moss. And because it's raining out here today, everything's wet. So that's where I've slipped a couple of times, is crossing these big long stretches of plain rock. All in all, I'd say the trail would probably be just a moderate trail if you're, in reasonably good shape and whatnot. But if you got bad knees or anything like that, it's a hard trail. And also, it's taking a lot longer than we thought it would. And they mentioned that on the website. People underestimate how long it takes to do the mileage here, because it looks like a flat trail if you're just looking at the topographical map. It just takes a lot longer. But yeah, Misty went to go find the outhouse. They have outhouses at all of the campgrounds. There's several of them in this campground. I'm going to set up the tent right there. So this is the outhouse. There are a couple of them at this campground. Stainless steel. And it stinks real bad. So this campground here also has a little dock. So if you're canoeing or kayaking, you could stop here. Here we are. Tent's all set up. We get some warm beverages or food. So the park rangers showed up in their boat. It looks like they're going around checking permits. So you have to have a permit to be out here. And we're going to get some water to filter. Then we're probably going to put on some warm clothes, get in the tent, and veg out till morning. So we think what we figured out is that the people we were standing next to at the dock this morning, we saw them. They came ahead of us. As we were coming up, they were going that way, and the woman had her wrist bandaged up or something, right?
Yeah, she had her wrist wrapped up. She was holding it like this.
Yeah, so I guess they had come here, set up camp, but then they walked all the way back, and then that guy, the husband, arrived with the ranger and got their gear all packed up and taking him out of here. That's terrible.
Probably they were going to be here for a week.
Oh, that's right. They were here for a week. They were going to stay out here on the island for a week. Oh, man. So the rain is totally let up. The sky's clearing up a little bit. You can see some of the other campers over there socializing on the dock. It's not even misting anymore, so that's great. I don't know, it's 8 o'clock. Misty's conked out till he's asleep. I spent about an hour and a half editing the footage you just watched, so that's how long that takes. But yeah, things are looking good out here. Holy crap. That thing just walked up to like within 3 feet of me. So Misty was reading her book earlier and figured out that's a black fox. And they are like raccoons are down where we normally camp. They go through the camps looking for food. And that guy, when I walked back over here, was right about there. And when we were checking in down at the dock, Misty asked, do we need to hang our food, like we normally do? But the lady said, no, there's no bears, so you can keep it in your tent. So I'm just hoping that guy isn't going to try and actually, claw his way into our tent tonight. Wow. He's not scared of people at all.